Hi, my name is Tori, and today I'll be talking about the research that I found of social media marketing's influence on Generation Z consumers' purchase intentions. In the retail industry, there has been a development in social media marketing that has changed the way Generation Z is shopping. This is due to the large influence that technology has on Generation Z consumers. The purpose of this study is to investigate the purchase intentions of Generation Z consumers for online and in-store purchases based on social media marketing. And these purchase intentions are based on hedonic and utilitarian motivations and certain constructs, such as attitude, website and store design, and other advertising methods. By finding out the purchase intentions of Generation Z consumers, retailers can better be informed on how to market to these consumers, as well as retailers can gain a better profit. The three hypotheses that I found for this research was that the first being Generation Z will purchase a product that has been advertised on social media. The second hypothesis was that Generation Z is motivated to purchase products online or in store based on hedonic and utilitarian motivation that influence these purchase intentions. The third hypothesis was that Generation Z is influenced by social media to purchase clothing products based on their favorite brands, friends, and interests. The methodology behind this research was that the data was collected from April 3rd, 2017 to April 15th, 2017 using Qualtrics. The sampling method used was area sampling, looking at women in my sorority, Sigma Phi Lambda, as well as all my female Facebook friends. The survey was distributed through text messages and handing out my phone in classes. I also gave an incentive that there would be someone randomly selected for a $20 Starbucks gift card. The survey consisted of 103 female respondents from age ranges of 18 to 28 years old. The survey consisted of research questions, which include demographic questions, multiple choice, Likert scale, and other open-ended questions adapted and modified from previous studies. The sample of this study will consist of female consumers who shop online and in-store and are between the ages of 18 to 28 years old. The research is focused on the older group of women and Generation Z female consumers around the U.S., and to give retailers a better idea of how to market to these consumers through social media. The data analysis for my three hypotheses were that the first hypothesis of Generation Z will purchase a product that has been advertised on social media found that 58.2% of the respondents said that they strongly agree or agree that they have purchased products they have seen advertised through social media websites. 19.4% found that they were neutral, and 22.4% disagreed or strongly disagreed that they did not find products through advertisements on social media websites. Below is a bar graph that shows the research that I've collected. Hypothesis 2 was Generation Z is motivated to purchase products online or in store based on hedonic and utilitarian motivations that influence their purchase intentions. The respondents were asked what kinds of motivations influence their purchase intentions. The hedonic motivation, being what is the pleasure receptors, found that 32.5% found it to be fun, 14.9% found it to be exciting, 36.6% found it to be enjoyable, and 12.4% found it to be delightful, and 3.6% found it to be thrilling. The utilitarian motivation, being 28.5%, found it to be effective, 26.3% found it to be helpful, 27.4% found it to be functional, 15.1% found it to be practical, and 2.7% found it to be necessary. The third hypothesis was that Generation Z is influenced by social media to purchase clothing products based on their favorite brands, friends, and interests. 87.3% of the respondents said that they strongly agree that social media provides them with quick access to large volumes of information about clothing products and services, as well as other things that their friends enjoy. 78.5% of respondents said that social media is an effective way to share their experiences with products and services. All these gave retailers a better idea of how consumers from Generation Z are influenced by social media, whether it's enjoyable, effective, or if their friends are doing it. The conclusions that I found from this research that the researcher accepted all three of the hypotheses. Generation Z relies on technology for their everyday lives. It's becoming more and more influential in the retail industry of having a social media concept in your business to be able to access those new consumers. The survey findings reveal that Generation Z's purchase intentions are influenced by social media marketing for clothing products both in store and online. These results were similar to other studies who found that word of mouth and social media marketing greatly influence Generation Y and Z's purchase intentions based on their likes, accessibility, and motivations. This could include their accessibility on online websites as well as in store, their motivations to go in store or just shop online, and just what they genuinely like. By using social media, retailers can appeal to the younger customers and generate more profit. Social media attracts consumers to the retailers' websites and store locations through incentives, specials, and posts of clothing products and services. It's often that is becoming more popular that new boutiques around town as well as other older boutiques are competing with one another to have incentives to get more people into the store as well as online, as well as giving them product codes as well as coming in store to receive a special offer are just a few examples of those. So therefore, social media has an effective form of marketing to evoke action and purchase decisions from Generation Z when purchasing clothing products in store and online. And this should be thought of by all retailers so that they can generate more of a profit from here forward. Some of the implications and recommendations for further research found that for future studies of Generation Z, looking into specific social media bloggers, celebrities, brands, and how they market specifically to these consumers, and how that impacts overall revenue could benefit retailers greatly. A lot of people in Generation Z are following these bloggers, retailers, and shopping websites that allow them quick access, find new products, and things like that. Researching more in depth into specific social media outlets will also allow retailers to a greater way to understand what appeals and what does not appeal to Generation Z. Another area to look into is the impact of word of mouth on Generation Z and how it impacts their purchase intentions. One other thing to look at is just possibly the mail process, because this study strictly looked at just female respondents and how social media impacted their purchase intentions, whether it's motivations, accessibility, or any other things. Those are some of my ideas for further research, and my references can be found at the bottom of the page. Thank you for listening.